go to my game now. I wish I didn't have to look at this again, but I guess we're gonna have to. Yeah. Okay. So we got Batu versus Dutch. Yeah. I'm already not enthusiastic about watching this again. It was so bad. I think this was the first 1v1 in Age of Empires 3D I played in like over like 2 or 3 months or something. Maybe even 4 or 5 months. Very long time. So I really made a lot of assumptions here that just weren't cohesive. And you'll see, I was telling you, you can't tease us with the 4-jag and just cancel it person. It's illegal. Oh man, yeah, tell me about it. Like, you know, he should have just committed to the Jaguars and been creative there and gave the guy a chance, you know? That's really mean. Yeah, you should have just went with the pet Jaguars and still pulled the win just to prove how Giga Chad he was. That would have been the play, but unfortunately now. Yeah, alright. So basically, Batu playing Spanish here. He's very good with them. Put a training post up. And yep, that's basically what you do, because Spain gets a ton of XP with their Zid bonus, and they just grind the cards very quickly. Yeah, very quickly. They go from 3 settler to capitalism very quickly and generate a ton of resources. It's very good, actually. Yeah. 3 settlers, and then he's going to pick up capitalism, and then he's just going to go all the way through all this stuff. Yeah, definitely. I think you actually saw Batu of Spain before when he was fighting Moon in the round of 64. Yeah, no. Basically in that series, Batu was able to basically deal with Moon's his Virginia Company Manor Boom, which was generating him a ton of bills by simply stacking a ton of muskets between 2 barracks, and then just hit him hard with the H3. Yeah, pretty much, yep. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play standard Dutch, right? I'm going to try to go for 3, maybe 4 banks. That's where was my idea here. And then I was going to try to go Skirmisher Pike or Skirmisher Hussar, and then decide midway through if I was going to try to go for a Fortress Age of some kind and get like Reuters and Veteran Skirms. So I was thinking of stuff here in the back of my head, and I was thinking, okay, what am I going to do here? Yeah, because the problem for me is I have not done 1v1 Dutch in like ages. No, I haven't done for a very, very long time. Back in the day when I used to fight people like MCMR from like the Wars of Liberty community in 1v1 tournaments, my Dutch was good. I mean, I actually canceled out like a Russian fast fortress by like pounding his town center and his blockhouses with pikemen and stuff. It was like really good, but it's been a long time since I've sort of done that sort of stuff. But you're gonna see what I mean here, right? So Spain's aging up. I'm aging up too with the quartermaster for 400 wood. And this is me scrambling to figure out how to balance out enough food and wood for a bank. But you'll see what happens. I don't have to explain too much. I didn't miss much, did I? No. So basically what happened here was Batu got the best of me with his musketeer rush, and by the time I got skirmishers, I couldn't really do much because Batu knew all he had to do was stack a ton of muskets and start one-shotting the skirms to the point that the multipliers no longer mattered. And then to make it worse, he just ships the rods in to sort of just run in there and chase everything down and snare it. Yeah, no. And look at this, I even had 3 banks. Didn't even make a difference. Good old Spanish rush for you too. Because normally, if you want to be pretty tricky, you normally just want to go for a fast fortress of Spain. But in this situation, he was like, you know what? Going against the Dutch, best thing to do is just go hard rush on them and not have to deal with their garbage later, so just rush them out of the gate. Yeah. And just run the pikemen in against the town center. Very tactical Spain situation there, yeah. Right on top of the TC. Very good. Yeah. That game's finally over. It's giving me bad nightmares. Not really nightmares, but you know, you see the stuff I usually do, right? This is like nothing compared to what I usually play in games, for sure. Well, if he was in Wars of Liberty, things would definitely be a lot different, I would say, but it is what it is, I guess. That's all I'm gonna say. Yep, GC's down. I tried to grab my wood, and then it was like... I actually did some Ungurs Brigadiers here, which is kind of funny. Yeah, no, I did do some Ungurs Brigadiers. But I did try my best. I think it's the first time you've seen anybody actually train Irish Brigadiers in this whole tournament, actually, and actually use a saloon. I don't think any European in this whole tournament has ever built a tavern before. It's the first time we've seen a tavern in this entire tournament. This might be the only tavern we've ever seen in this whole event. Can you believe that, folks? No one has ever built a tavern in this whole tournament but me. I got the Steam achievement of building a tavern. Every other aspect I totally failed and flunked the exam, but getting a tavern, I'm the only person ever built a tavern in this whole tournament as a European. That, my friends, is my legacy on this event was building a tavern and making Irish Brigadiers. Yep, that's literally it. Not even talking about strategy. I mean, that game was just so bad that I wouldn't learn anything from that game if it was me.